Good morning, everybody. Live from Nashville. We've got the media house set up. We got the live stream of Discover Crypto going on right now on the floor below me. I'm up in the penthouse set up within the kitchen, so you might hear a little bit of echo. That's okay. We're going to be breaking down the market crash. It's all over. I can't believe it's just going to go to zero. It's not going to drop that far. This is just a great opportunity to take advantage of if you are prepared. Let's go ahead and dive into this. We got some charts we got to share. Everybody show some engagement, hit that like button, and let's get into it. Let's go live. Coming to you live from Nashville. We got our media house set up, the whole second floor downstairs. Live stream's going on right now with Discover Crypto. They'll be rolling in here in a second, but we're here in the kitchen. Why? Because we got to cook up these charts. We got to look at this market crash. It looks like everything is all over from here, doesn't it? It is so worrisome when you see this massive crash. I'm just trimming that little thing. There we go. We see this massive crash coming right down where towards those levels that we've already had marked out on the stream. Everybody throw a 1 in chat if the audio, visual, everything is okay. If you can hear me good, if you can see me good. I just want to make sure because there's a whole, obviously, little temporary setup here, sitting here in the kitchen. But we got to bring you the charts. We got to bring you the markets. We got to say what's up to the friends and family, all of you, the community members, because this is scary if you don't have a plan. But all of you that are here watching daily basis, you were prepared for this. It might frustrate you a little bit, but you're prepared for this. We're seeing this move. Oh my God, what? We have not even broken these lows. We also see right in here, we come, where's it at? Right here. This gap that we've had down here, we've been talking about for some time. And is it just crypto? First off, welcome to the BitLab Academy. My name's Kelly Kellum. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ding the bell, because when you look at all the stuff going on in the market, it's not just Bitcoin. What we see here, I don't know where that chart went. There we go. What we see here, look at this. The Magnificent Seven have lost another $500 billion of market cap since the stock market opened today. $500 billion since opening, and this was an hour ago. This brings two-day losses to over $1.1 trillion. This is not crypto. This is a broader market. So if you're looking at Bitcoin and you're frustrated it's come down, if you're looking at Ethereum, oh, I knew it was going to sell off because of the ETH ETF. Well, is it because of that, sell the news story? Or is it also tied into the fact that the broader markets are seeing, look at these. This might not seem large. Minus 1.72% on Microsoft is hundreds. It's so much money because the market caps of these assets are so large. 1.36% down on Apple, minus 4.81% on NVIDIA. And we're over here. Okay, we're getting a little bit of a pullback, but we know what's going on because when we're looking, let's put this on the daily. When we're looking at the BLX, where is it at? Is this, there we go. All right, let me actually drag this out so I can see. There we go. When we zoom this out, we've been talking about this for months. This is a massive macro uptrend on Bitcoin and the crypto market as well. We see the total 3. Massive uptrend with a little bit of a downside here. Rise, retrace, continuation. Larger retrace, and this is that point at which, look from the previous all-time high to where this total 3, all the altcoins out there. This is an index of all the altcoins. We see that this is just coming up to this sort of, midway point on the way to new all-time highs. We've measured this before, but let's do a Fibonacci from the top to the bottom. And look at this. Where did this go? If we actually drag this all the way, I'm getting this to catch the very bottom. And you see from the top to the bottom, the retrace. Where did it reject at? Right? Just below this golden pocket area. When we look at the previous cycle, we saw something very similar. If we do an option F from the top here to the bottom, and we see the price action came up here to the 382 first, hesitated, came up here, hesitated, and then absolute moonshot. From this point on was massive growth to the upside. And this is, remember, the total 3. So it's not just 365%, which is a 3.6x. This is the entire altcoin market. So some coins in here, 30x, 100x, 1000x, some failed. With same thing is going to happen in this cycle. And what my point is we're on track for everything, all the magic that we're hoping for. And remember, when we kind of zoom out on this, let me actually, I just want you to see this broadening wedge on Ethereum. We had the ETH ETF, great. Sorry, we had the speculation up into it, and now we're getting a little bit of a sell-off. But as long as so long here as we maintain either this low or higher, we're still in wonderful shape in terms of the structure of the market of what's happening. So as it stands right now, I mean, this is the Ethereum is just coming back towards, let me double click there. It's just coming back towards this level that we've had marked out for quite some time. So let's go ahead and move on here. We are in Nashville. This is, we got Drew from Blockchain Basement, Kevin Svensson here, Matthew Hyland, myself, Deezy, Josh. We, we got together last night at a rooftop bar. There was a lot, I mean, there's a lot of people there listening to music, hanging out, talking markets, talking life. It's always great to tie an in-person face to a name that you've been seeing on a digital screen for so long. As you know, I hung out with Matthew Hyland and Kevin Svensson there in Consensus. They're actually staying with us here at the Media House in Nashville. So this is it's been fun so far. I'm looking forward to actually heading over to the conference after we do this live stream here. So it's not just Trump. We also see Senator Cynthia Lummis plans to announce legislation for strategic Bitcoin reserve. Because remember, when we come back over here, if we come to the Bitcoin conference, here we go, 2024, boom. I just want to pull this up. Come on. There we go. If we go to speakers, look at the people that are speaking at this event. Donald Trump, RFK, Kathy Wood, Michael Saylor. But then when you come down here and where did all those, they had a list of all the, right here. So we had Bill Miller, chairman of Miller Value Partners, massive wealth institution. Senator Bill Hagerty, Senator Marsha Blackburn, Ro Khanna, which is a U.S. congressman, Cynthia Lummis, U.S. senator, chairman of Cantor Fitzgerald. The amount of institutional interest, the amount of legislative interest, meaning people that are, registered officials in the U.S. House of Representatives, senators, and congressmen, all participating in this event. And you're seeing the strides that the crypto market has made in the last few years is just astronomically incredible to see that we're at this level. Shout out to Sack Nasty 86. I'm so happy we're able to see his comments here. For some reason, his comments have issue on the Discover Crypto channel. We all looked into it. We couldn't figure out why, but we love you. And shout out to Alexander G in the house as well. Now let's continue on here. Again, this is that chart I was showing you. The whole market's down. Don't worry that crypto's having a bit of a pullback too. This is all preparation for liftoff. And this is NASDAQ. This is from Jesse Olson looking at this massive uptrend here that once it broke, kind of came into the zone, kind of broke in here, but then confirmed this breakdown here. Look, fall, retrace, continuation. Are we going to get a little retrace again and a continuation? We've hit 3 out of 4 of this, but if this does continue down, it may spell a little bit of downward pressure on the crypto market. But that's okay, because when you are long-term bullish, as we are on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on this crypto market, then anything that's happening here that isn't up and away is continued opportunity for you to continue stacking. Why? Because Bitcoin is better than US dollars. So this is okay when we're seeing markets pull back. It is opportunity zone to the max. Now, we also got this data this morning as well. US GDP quarter over quarter for Q2 coming in at 2.8% compared to the previous 1.4%. Estimated, the estimated 2% indicates indicates a stronger than expected economic performance. This data point suggests that the economy is growing faster rate than anticipated. So there's a lot of very weird things going on economically right now, where in some aspects you'd consider that the broader market as a whole should be performing more like this more often than having this incredibly strong uptrend. But then you look, you're looking at all the data from inflation and housing prices and all of it. But then you come over here and you're actually seeing that we're actually having the GDP going up. But you also have to realize that GDP may be going up as well. I don't know where my camera went. Hopefully it pops back in there. Come on, camera. Facecam Pro. 1 second. I'm not sure why. What up? Not sure why, where my camera went. Give me 1 second, everybody. These mobile media setups, you know, we're just going to do it. I think that'll work. Yeah. There we go. Got it back. DZ just walked by too, right when the camera went off. But so things are looking, I mean, where we're at right now, we need to be okay. We also see this from Dagnum PI, says autonomous AI agents. We're talking about where crypto's going. Think about this. The world is moving towards AI. And if the world's moving towards AI, and, you know, we got people like Brian Armstrong here saying that these AI agents will transact using crypto in the future, in a world of fake information out there being generated by LLMs, which are limited language models, or images or videos of people that can spread virally, even if it's not real, I think crypto has a role to play there. Crypto, I do believe, is going to be one of those. It's going to be something that moves very heavily into utilization there from basically this digital revolution that we're getting. Now, we can see also, we're so worried about this dip, and we just got the buy signal. We talked about this the other day. We just got a buy signal on the hash ribbon suggesting what we've seen previously. Look at this. Last time it happened, up 192%. 90% here. Last time it happened here. Back here, 85%. Here, 294%. 122%. 89%. And we just got that buy signal. So when we're looking at the price action, as we see it right here, and we zoom in, and we're over here on the 1 hour chart, and it feels like the end of the world, and you realize, oh, we're just holding a zone. And we also know that we have that gap below us. I talked about this last week. Even though we were going up, we have to prepare for the eventuality that we do get some sort of movement in here before we resolve to the upside. It doesn't have to happen. And on the way up here, it didn't feel like it was going to happen, right? But then what happens? The market pulls back, and now we're sitting here on the threshold. The threshold right here, if we do lose this, I do expect that we are going to come into the zone, which is essentially that $59,000 to $60,000 region. So let's be a little cautious with our frustration right now that the market isn't just absolutely exploding higher. It's okay, because this would be a wonderful reset in here to actually get that lift off. And also, what would we get if that happened? Boom. Oops, sorry. My mouse is on a marble top, so it doesn't really draw very well. If that would be a massively higher low in the zone too. So this is not the end of the world if we get that. In fact, it gives us one of those last opportunities we're going to get. But what we see in this market the last couple days, Solana actually, if you come over here on this list, in 7 days, look, Solana up 7%. Avalanche right about zero. Stacks is down. Near's down. Injective's down. Chainlink's down. Ondo's down. Poly's down. Matic, I should say. Polkadot. Render. And this is not saying anything bad against any of these. We're seeing a general market pullback. It's okay. Let's allow those market pullbacks, because what we're seeing right now, Solana is still performing quite well, because if we look at this on a 6 hour, look at this breakout that we've actually had on Solana. We've broken out of this resistance level right here that's been all the way back here since middle of March. Rejection again here in May. And look at this. We broke right through it. So all we're doing currently, and we may, if the market broadly continues to go down, then we may just, we may end up dropping down below this again. But as it stands right now, all we've currently done is come down and test this to flip this resistance to support. We're seeing if that support holds. We're seeing if this previous resistance does flip to support. If this does lose, then I'm looking for the price action to come back here in this 160 region, maybe even down here into the 150s. But this is, as it stands right now, this is still looking quite good. And when we look at the ETH to Bitcoin pairing, look at this. Because remember, Bitcoin still holding relatively in the zone. ETH has actually had a bit more of a bleed off, and you can tell because this is showing on this ETH to Bitcoin pairing. The ETH to Bitcoin pairing is, look at this falling off a cliff right here, as it could not break out of this channel that it's been in for some time. Now, how long has this been in this channel? Since all the way back here, August 2022. Downward trend on ETH to Bitcoin, meaning it's losing value against Bitcoin. But once this does once this does break this channel and start moving to the upside, that's when you're going to start seeing the risk go really heavily into the altcoin market. We also wanted to pull up Link, still holding this zone, this $12 to $13 sort of support zone that also, remember, if we come out here to the daily, you can see it was support back here as well. If we do lose this, if Chainlink does lose this zone, then we may be looking at the price coming down a bit lower, down here into the $9 range. Now, does that frustrate you? Let go of the frustration and realize this may be opportunity, because the structure right here, if you look at the structure, we got a bit of a shoulder, a bit of a head, a bit of a shoulder, or if you don't want to look at it that way, we got a shoulder here, we got a head here, and we got a little bit of a weird interaction going on right here. So there is bearishness forming in the formation of the lack of follow through from the bulls. Bullish attempt failed. Stronger bullish attempt, that felt good, but it came back. Now this is a weaker bullish attempt. That's the characterization of a head and shoulders. So this alone and fighting this zone, if we lose this zone, I do expect that we're going to see Chainlink, give us a bit of an opportunity. And if we measure that, where does that go? This goes all the way actually below here. It looks like it's trying to test this level. I don't think we're going to get a $7 or $8 Chainlink. It's possible, but I would be watching for fake outs. So if this does drop in here, I wouldn't set my target at 820 where this target is. Actually, this target would be, this target is, because here's the neckline right here, right? Neckline comes across. The measure, basically, this is showing the target suggests we're coming down here to 729, testing this previous resistance, flipping it to support, which would honestly be awesome for great opportunity to layer in some more Chainlink. But I wouldn't set my target only at this level. I would be looking at this, option F. I'd be looking at this like this. And look at this. We're sitting here riding on the golden pocket. This is sitting perfect support. We had a fake out here. If we can hold this, then this was all just trying to get you to sell. This convicted people to sell, but it came back above. If we can hold here, start moving higher, then this was a failed head and shoulders. If we do lose this level, I expect we're going to come down here to the 786, 1049, likely here to this $9 region because of these highs here. But these are the two targets I'd be looking for. Maybe a little bit of a zone in here that you could put, like the last 15% of that allocation if you're breaking it up to ladder your entries. Your boy needs some water. But all in all, I mean, we're feeling, we have the buy signal. We see the broader market. Where's it at? We see the broader market is falling. So we don't want to just freak ourselves out because we're getting a little bit of a pullback right now on the market. Avalanche. Also, remember, what did we talk about yesterday? We identified this yesterday. This rising wedge suggested that we may get some move to the downside. And what did we get? Boom. This was yesterday, right? Boom. We had the attempt up and then the failure. And this is the zone that we are currently at right now. This level, boom. If we lose this level, then I think we're coming down here into this $24 range. Now, this doesn't bother me. I'm so bullish on where the market's going that it's like, hey, you get one more chance. Hey, you get one more chance. Near. Rolling over. Boom. Look, bounce. Failed. Where did this fail? The attempt to the upside failed at the low side of this previous range and then shot down here. Now it's trying to hold in the zone, but I expect we're going to get a target down here at basically the $5.20 region, $5.2 dollars for near, because of losing not only this 382 here, but also the golden pocket is right in the zone, right where this choppy zone is, right where this bounce here, right where all this choppiness is. This tells me that there's a pretty strong likelihood that the price action is going to come down here. Also, look at this massive negative money flow, momentum expanding to the downside. Now, does that frustrate me? No. Again, opportunity lies in there. TIA. We haven't looked at TIA in a while. Let's look at TIA. Broke out of the zone, came back, tested it, fake out to the upside, came to the downside. Now we've lost all these lows. So this tells me there's weakness in TIA right now. And if this does fall further, I'd be looking at, I'm probably somewhere in this $5 range, another 60 or 70 cents down, which would be about another about 12% further to the downside if we don't get like a reversal in the market. This looks like it's trying to do something, but we saw this here too, continued to the downside. We've got to want to watch this. If this tries to move up, we still have negative money flow. We don't have any conviction for this to, I mean, this is a zone right here that I'll be watching for TIA, previous range low. If this moves up, don't just go in because it's starting to reverse. Watch this zone for interaction, potential rejection to the downside. ONDO also rolling over. We got, look, high. We got an M formation. We also got a lower high right here. See this? This was telegraphing weakness. Comes down. We got the W pattern, but comes up. We cannot get to this high. This was telling us, hey, yep, the bulls are exhausted. Now the bears take over. What we get? Move to the downside, right into this zone. And this is looking relatively small time frame weak as it stands right now. If we lose this box zone, which is all of this, if we lose this, I think that we're going to be coming down to 74 cents and then 64 cents. Let's draw boxes on there. We got to remember, we want to keep ourselves kind of accountable. What are we doing right here? This zone, copy paste, and then this is actually, yeah, this is the zone I'll be watching right in here. This, yeah, so I think right here, and I'm doing this based on these lows here, and then another opportunity down here in this zone right here. Because look at this, right now on the 2 hour, the money flow is negative money flow. It's more money's coming out of the asset. Momentum has expanded to the downside. We're seeing an attempt by the strength to come up, but we're getting, see this trend line on the purple lines here? I'd be watching if the RSI is able to break out of this, we might be getting a reversal. So if you're seeing price action push up and this is failing and it's starting the strength is weakening into this resistance line, it's telling you it's a failed breakout. So we're going to want to watch because this is looking like it's trying to do a W formation, but I'd be watching this zone right here on ONDO. If this does start pushing up, if this cannot clear this, much like this, you see how this comes up, and then where is that at? It's right at this previous range low. So if this comes up and tries to push up into this zone right here and gets rejected, then I'm watching for those targets that we just talked about. First one actually being 87 cents, and then we'd be looking for 74 and 61. This is if the market's really having a pullback. Let's look at DAG, Constellation DAG. I added this to my portfolio the other day. I actually need to add that in the Discord. I forgot to do that. But we see, look at this, massive falling wedge. But this is a great bullish setup for what we're looking at in the near future. However, near future could be a couple weeks away because as it stands right now, this is trying to hold this zone. If this does drop further, I'm only becoming more increasingly bullish on DAG because of everything. Because of everything that's going on with the CrowdStrike and everything like that. All the IT issues globally. And I mean, I think, let me pull it up actually. I think Dagnum shared a great post about this because it's, where is it at? No, he just shared this 2 days ago. Let me see if I can find it. I can't find it at the moment. Is it right here? I don't remember. I'll have to find it. I'm going to do a whole video on it. But yeah, there you go. DAG, decentralized, distributed, uber fast. They have contracts with the DoD. They have they're partnered with IBM, partnered with Panasonic. They working with the U.S. Air Force, working with U.S. Transcom, have a board member from the U.S. Treasury. I think in the very near future, we're going to see a massive move for corporations, institutions, and governments globally. The Pentagon just got hacked the other day. All they need is to use these systems that other parts of the government are already using and have proven. And they're just now coming on. I don't want to say coming on to market. They've been around. They're just now making it known to the retail public because now they're having this hackathon, the $100,000 prizes that they're doing, but also they're trying to bring awareness for retail deployment for So it's not just Department of Defense and these other things, but this is the most secure and one of the fastest layer 1 solutions out there that pushes towards decentralized and distributed systems. We got the whole fam in the house. I can hear them all back there. But with that being said, guys, there's a lot going on at the house. If you want to learn more about crypto, head over to lab.bitlabacademy.com/deal. I could throw it up on the screen there so you can see it. lab.bitlabacademy.com/deal. Sign up, get in there, get in our Discord, get in with our family. We do private member streams. We break down things. We make sure that you understand. We also have the entire crypto course on there. So get... I'm so distracted today. But everybody, again, shout out to our channel partners, Arculus. Get Arculus.com. Protect your your crypto. Cold storage, one tap, swap, trade, store. That's all I got for you today, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. I am wrapping this up. I got to get to it. We got the fam in the house, Taco. We got DZ. We got TJ. We got the house monkey. We got everybody. Shout out. That's all we got. Make sure. Buy Bitcoin, buy your Arculus, get Arculus.com. Shout out to CoinW, channel partners. Love you guys. Adios, muchachos.